Hey everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Disney Morning Show. This time
The
featuring
door shutting really gives away that you were distracted until half a second before you were on screen.
I'm Dewey Mosley, co-founder here at Laughing Place. Here is Kyle Burbank. He is our executive editorial director. We're going to catch up with what's going on in the world of Disney. Hello, Fred. Hello, Gio. How you guys doing today? We're going to start today, where we start every Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and that is with a look at the Disney stock price. And our stock price today, let's take a look. It was at $89.78, just short of 90 when we looked on Friday. Have we finally gotten back up? No. We had when I looked.
It was up over 90 on Friday night when I checked.
Yeah, and it was when I looked earlier, but I had to refresh, and now we're back under 90. It'll be there later today, I'm sure. Okay. Yeah. Let's move on.
Before Ethan gives us the theme park weather, upper Midwest, there's a chance of storms, dangerous storms today. So be weather aware if you're in that area, or if you know anyone in that area, let them know. But anyway, here's the fun weather.
Hello there, and welcome to another edition of the LP Disney Weather Report. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Puttin' on the Ritz. Different types who wear a day coat. Pants with stripes and cutaway coat. Perfect fits. Puttin' on the Ritz. Dressed up like $1 million trooper. Trying hard to look like Gary Cooper. Super duper. Come, let's mix where Rockefellers walk with sticks or umbrellas in their mitts. Puttin' on the Ritz. Let's get to the weather. Anaheim will be sunny today and reach 68 degrees. Walt Disney World will hit a high of 88 today and is seeing sunshine at the moment. But heavy thunderstorms are expected in the mid-afternoon, which will also cause the temperature to fall to 80. It will then warm back up a bit before falling into the 70s after dark. Castaway Cay will be 77 today per usual, while Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point will also once again be 79. Disneyland Paris is sunny and clear tonight with relatively warm conditions, as it's currently in the 70s. Tokyo will warm to 71 tomorrow with sunny skies. Shanghai will go from mostly sunny to overcast during the day tomorrow and will go from an 81-degree high to an evening low of 65. Lastly, Hong Kong will be partly cloudy tomorrow and will just barely break 80, but that will feel a couple of degrees warmer. And that will do it for another Disney weather update. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.
I decided it was breaking. Tokyo making some moves this morning, pulling what I like to call a blue sky just tomorrow thing, except they didn't say anything. So they released their earnings this morning, and as part of that, they kind of highlighted some of their projects and what they have in the works, and they included 2 pieces of concept art without any context. So this, as best we can tell, is Tokyo Disney Sea, and that over that blue area, the water, would be where Aquatopia is. So it looks like maybe there's an expansion of Port Discovery and a replacement for Aquatopia. This is Tony got screen grabs of Disney Earth. Wow. Google Earth to try to compare what area looks like now. And then also they shared another piece of concept art, which appears to be Tokyo Disneyland, Adventureland, and a little bit of Western Land. And so looking at this, it seems like there could be like an Incredibles attraction in kind of the Jungle Cruise area. Again, they didn't say anything, so it's all just up for interpretation, and these could change. Just long term, they're looking at expanding the parks, and they just shared some very early concept art. So something we'll be watching going forward, but for now, just plenty of speculation about what could be coming to the Tokyo Disney Resort. And Doobie, aren't you glad you got to experience Aquatopia before it's gone in 10 years?
I love Aquatopia. Yeah, I'm angry. I want to start a change.org to prevent the removal of Aquatopia. Tony speculated perhaps this is Paradise Falls up here from
could be
from Up, which is funny because I was thinking Gideon and I were talking about how Disney Sea really lacks IP, and maybe instead of like Mysterious Island, they could retheme that to be Paradise Falls. So I think that would work.
Do you think Jules Verne doesn't have intellectual property?
I don't think that. Not in the way we're talking. Not Disney IP.
It's true. But we're going to spend a decent amount of time going through some stuff from Universal, the competitors, because Benji and Alex got a chance to go to the first Fan Fest Nights event at Universal Studios Hollywood, located in not Hollywood. And so we're going to just kind of go through some of the highlights here. This is the first property that's featured Back to the Future. There are photo ops and they've made the courthouse square area decked out with sets. There's this kind of show, this Enchantment Under the Sea dance, and a reenactment of the lightning strike. There's also a meet and greet with the forgot the dog's name, but Einstein, which was, of course, Benji's highlights. You can check all of that out. And then another one of the franchises is Star Trek. Red Alert. This is an interactive, in-world experience that you get to go to, a little show. You get to visit the bridge, and then a little bit like the Star Trek thing that they had in Vegas, but not really on the same scale.
We watched this video. I was wondering how similar it was to Vegas, but
I'm sure it's very different. But I mean, just being in the execution of them being an in-world experience, I guess. One of my favorite things is you get a chance to meet Yoshi for the first time domestically at this event. So there's actually a chance to meet two different Yoshis. So there's the regular green Yoshi that everyone's familiar with. He's out during the event. But if you do this scavenger hunt and find all the hidden eggs, then you get a chance to meet an exclusive alternate Yoshi. This one, I think there might also be a blue one, so I don't know if it varies, but they got to meet the pink one. And I think that's such a cool idea. So I guess it closes early, though. So that's the only thing. The event goes till 2 a.m., but I guess this Yoshi meet and greet closed at 11. So if you want to do this, make sure you plan ahead there. Speaking of meet and greets, Elphaba and Glinda also made. They've arrived. They've been at the East Coast. Now they're on the West Coast for this event from Wicked. So you can check out photos and video of that. And finally for this one, Dungeons and Dragons: Secrets of the Deep Water. This features that big puppet that we were talking about. This is located in a soundstage on the lower lot, and nearby at what is usually the Jurassic Cafe, you'll find the First Roll Tavern, which is all themed to Dungeons and Dragons. So yeah, it's a pretty interesting event.
And as you can see there, we've got not only articles and pictures, but tons of video as well.
Yes, I went through that much faster. Like it would take, if you watch one of those videos, it would have taken longer. But just to give you some of the highlights, and make sure you go to Laughing Place and check out all of that coverage.
Cool stuff. What a great idea. The reception for FanFest that I saw on the interwebs over the weekend was just fantastic. People are really loving it. What a fantastic original idea. Universal Studios. Disney, pay attention. All right. Not too long ago, amazing how fast news goes, but there were some major wildfires in Southern California, as you may recall. Well, in a continued effort to help the greater LA area rebuild after those January wildfires, the Walt Disney Company is auctioning off several one-of-a-kind pieces to help raise relief funds in Sotheby's Animade, the Art of Animation online auction. I believe Tony has allocated 50% of his annual proceeds towards this auction. Proceeds go towards supporting local animators and their families who are impacted by the disasters. I'll show you some of the artwork that's going to be available there. Doctor is one of the amazing artists that created new pieces for the auction. Disney's drawn by Warner Brothers, DreamWorks Animation, Sony Pictures Animation, and Paramount for this relief effort. And the auction is on right now through April 30th, which is just 2 days away. Some quick items. This is actually, no, not this one. Is this the next one? Did I click right?
This can be quick.
I did. I don't, I'm tired. Jelly Rolls over at the Boardwalk has closed after nearly 30 years of operation. It's done. They permanently closed last week, and the sign is down already, which is good. You don't want people to be confused, go over there, wait in line, find out they're closed. So the signage has been removed. It is expected to move somewhere in Orlando and reopen, but no details have yet been announced. And the other story, which I thought I was getting to, this is actually really cool, I thought. So what are you laughing at?
I'm laughing. I'm wondering how many people are catching on to the fact that we have a heart out.
A new Coca-Cola mural, which is funny because we're out around that time almost every single day anyway. A new Coca-Cola mural has recently been added to a relatively new food stand in Hollywood Studios. You remember this food stand? It just opened back in February, Hydraulics. And now they've added this mural, which I'm actually a big fan of. I think it looks really cool. It looks very appropriate for the theme of this land. Seems like something I would see, um, So I like it, walking the street. So the mural takes on modern LA vibes of Grand Avenue by infusing some of the area's beach culture with the woman enjoying a delicious sip of Coca-Cola.
Yeah, it reminds me of like if Pixar or Paradise Pier, those billboards were brought into like the modern era, it'd be this.
I like it. And finally for me, before I can let Kyle talk again, Zombies 4, Dawn of the Vampires, which I know Kyle already has on his wish list. With the latest edition of the franchise coming to Disney Channel this summer, guests visiting Walt Disney Presents at Hollywood Studios can take in some of the costumes used in the film. It's July 10th on Disney Channel. 4 costumes are on display, 2 from returning characters Zed and Addison, and 2 from newcomers Victor, a vampire, and Nova, a daywalker. So go check that out, just as Walt Disney intended.
Exactly. And speaking of Walt Disney intended, I don't know. 20th Century Studios has pushed back one of its anticipated films, Ella McKay. This comes from James L. Brooks, who you might know from the Mary Tyler Moore Show or The Simpsons. It stars those 2 lovely ladies, Emma Mackey and Jamie Lee Curtis. And the movie's getting pushed back from September 19th to December 12th. The movie follows an idealistic young politician who struggles with familial issues and a challenging work life while preparing to take over a job of her mentor, the state's longtime incumbent governor. So you'll have to wait. Also has Woody Harrelson, AO from The Bear, Rebecca Hall, and Albert Brooks. And you can catch it in theaters this December now.
Before you continue, I want to give a warning. We have great movie ride level gore coming up in this next.
Okay, yes. Alien Earth. If you didn't know, April 26th was Alien Day because the ship is LV-426, and because we got to make something out of everything. So we got this new, you know what? Sure, this is key art. It's not poster shaped, but this is a new concept key art for Alien Earth from FX. This comes to Hulu this summer. I don't think we have an exact date. There's also a new teaser, which we are of course not watching. But yeah, check that out. There you go. Summer, FX, Hulu.
Yes, and I will be watching that teaser after the show, but yeah, probably not best for now. Oh my goodness, someone is getting paid overtime at the Disneyland Resort. They have released so much new food, or announced so much new food over the past just week. I mean, article after article after article on new food that LP decided, you know what, let's do our job here and combine it into one giant foodie guide. So we've done that, and it's got 63 pictures, which means at least 62 food items. This is beginning on April 30th. Over 60 new food and beverage items are set to debut at around the Disneyland Resort, and we invite you to go check out this foodie guide and learn about all of it.
And It's going to be updated shortly because they also announced some shaved ice at the veranda. So
oh my goodness,
we'll be updating it.
There's a story behind this. I really need to know. That is crazy. Yeah. And then Jeremiah, who just got back from Paris and will be on Parks Talk today somehow.
Well, he'll be from South Carolina. He's not even home.
That's true. That's not. What a guy.
He's home in the U.S.
He's got the latest edition of LP on Location, this time coming from the Disneyland Paris Disney Music Festival. We checked this out as a family yesterday. It is good, as always. Really cool event they have over there in Disneyland Paris that Jeremiah does a good job covering. So go check that out, LP on Location. Around LP. Yeah, all that.
Yeah. We got a new article from our friend Gavin Doyle, who does features for us, that he went through the top 5 things he's looking forward to for Disneyland's 70th anniversary celebration, which is coming up very quickly in just a few weeks. So you can see what he's looking forward to. And then also, our friend Jim Smith is back with another Disney Legend Spotlight, this time Paige O'Hara, who you know from Beauty and the Beast. And you can learn more about her life and career as a Disney legend.
It's a tale as old as time.
It is a Tales of Old Time.
And the rest.
And the rest. Whimsy and Wonder, a new exhibit, is coming to the Anime Mayo, probably, because it's in Spain, festival. As I mentioned, this is in Spain. This will run from May 7th through the 10th. And Whimsy and Wonder is dubbed the one-of-a-kind tribute to female talent in animation and art from the Walt Disney Animation Studios. So yeah, it should be a pretty cool little event if you're happen to catch yourself in Spain during the Animayo Festival, which, there's a chance Tony is. How do I know? Sounds like a thing he would go to. Oh, thank you.
All right. For fans of Andor, or at least its soundtrack, you can now get a hold of the soundtrack from the first 3 episodes, featuring a score from Brandon Roberts. You can catch this in all the normal streaming locations, and new ones will be coming out for the future. So they're releasing these like 3 episodes at a time, right? So for the future episodes, you can get episodes 4 through 6 on May 2nd. Trepisodes, very good. Episodes 7 through 9 on May 12th, and episodes 10 through 12 on May 6th.
Dipping our toe back into the Universal pond, across the pond, Battersea Power Station in England will be getting a one-night-only projection show themed to Epic Universe. This will take place on May 1st at 8:30 p.m., where the large building will have the projection show. This is a free performance, and there will be other epic experiences around the area, other activations, as they call them. And guests who attend will have a chance to win a trip to Epic Universe. So if you want to get a free trip to America, go to London, and then maybe you'll win.
The fun stuff.
Well, today's fun stuff is what I'm calling Barely, where we're going to go through some quick merchandise news. First of all, Doobie, if you go over a couple photos, this is the Primalux costume that has come to Disney Store. Do you have the thing with like all the pieces? I think it might be the photo before that. Yeah, all of that comes with that. So you can really turn yourself into Darth Vader. So, Doobie, how much do you think this costs?
First of all, does the man come with it?
The man does not come with it.
Okay.
But everything else you see in this photo does. All these layers, all these pieces, all that mask, even the box.
$249.
You are so far off. It is $1,300.
You sure the man doesn't come with it at that price?
Okay. You know what? I didn't pay that close attention. So yeah, if you have $1,300 and you really want to become Darth Vader for Halloween or any other event, then that can be yours over on Disney Store. Otherwise, in Epcot, we spotted some new merchandise from the Germany pavilion featuring Mickey and some other characters. There's a Mickey plush, there are hats, there are mugs, there's a t-shirt, there's a lug bag, and there's plenty more. So you can check out all of that in our article. And then some quick news. Hasbro has extended its partnership with Disney Consumer Products. They'll hold on to licensing for Star Wars and Marvel. They didn't tell us exactly how many years, but it is a multi-year extension. So you can look forward to Hasbro producing more Disney toys going forward. Never mind. I can't.
I realize I could have done that. I'm sorry. I just found out I have a meeting at, not only a hard out, I have a meeting at 10 that I need more than 30 seconds to prep.
All right. Well, on this day in 1973, someone was born. He's been on 1 episode of How I Met Your Mother. He's been on 1 episode of Phineas and Ferb. He's been on 3 episodes of ABC's Once Upon a Time. But most importantly, he is the protector of the island.
Oh, that would be, well, which is the protector? Would it be Hurley?
It is Hurley. So that is
Garcia?
It is, yes. I apparently did not. Oh, there's the photo that I meant to show. There you go.
Jorge Garcia.
Happy birthday to Hurley.
Never mentioned that's the best show ever.
Yeah. On this day in 1995, it's time to guess which ABC sitcom went to Walt Disney World.
Oh man, 1975. You said
1995.
Oh,
If I
that's
said
right.
75, I did not mean to.
95 could have been Roseanne.
Could have been, but it's not.
Crap. Wasn't Modern Family.
Blank is a finalist in an Innovations contest at Epcot, and the Blank family is invited along for the trip.
Did Stefan Urkel and Family Matters go to Disney World?
They sure did.
Oh, that's a classic. Stefan Urkel and Spaceship Earth with what's her name, Laura. Oh, that's a classic. Very good, Fred Ramirez. Although you may have cheated.
On this day in 1997, a very popular restaurant at Magic Kingdom was renamed from its confusing former name to one that makes much more sense.
97.
Yes.
King Stefan's Banquet Hall
became Cinderella's Royal Table.
Yeah, because King Stefan is a whole different movie.
On this day
I'm 3 for 3 today. 3 for 3.
Yeah. On this day in 2001, an attraction at Disneyland retroactively closed as reports indicated that it would not reopen.
Rocket Rods?
Rocket Rods. Yes.
4 for 4.
Yeah, you're killing the game.
I'm killing it.
On this day in 2008, a classic attraction opened at Hong Kong Disneyland. It is available at every other park in the world except for Shanghai.
I was killing it. It's not Haunted Mansion or Mystic Manor.
No.
Give me a hint.
Mary Blair.
Small World?
Small World.
That's not original Hong Kong?
I guess not.
Wow.
They added that later.
Wow. Small World with Groot. Great attraction.
And finally, on this day in 2011, a nighttime spectacular made its Tokyo Disney Sea debut.
Fantasmic?
Fantasmic. Yes. Congratulations.
I am 5 for 6 today.
Yeah. Great
6
job.
for 6 if you give me Small World. Well, today's been hectic, as you can see, but such is life. We will be back tomorrow, although I may have a special guest host, and if he's watching right now, this is your official invitation to join me, Tony, as you may be my guest host tomorrow, as Kyle has other things he might need to do. So hopefully you'll be back tomorrow with a normal speed show. Thank you for joining us for the Super Speed today. Better to do a Super Speed show than a no speed show. We will be back today at 4, scheduled to do a Parks Talk, so join us for that, 4 p.m. Pacific. Otherwise, we will see you mañana. Au revoir.
Bye.